Alright, so here's the situation this morning. It's Saturday, April 20th, I believe. April 20th. Tomorrow's Easter. We had a lot of rains come through last night, again, the second night in a row. And temperature has dropped 30 degrees from yesterday. So yesterday was 75. Today's high is 45. Dead calm. No, not calm. The wind's blowing. There's no gobbling at all this morning. So I slept in this morning. Decided I was going to give it a go here midday. It's noon right now. The weather app shows that there's going to be no rain until about 2 or 2:30. I've got a blind set up here about probably 300 yards from where I'm at right now. Haven't hunted out of it all year. It's an area that the turkeys have typically go into and scratch in. It's on the edge of a field, of old food plot. So I'm going to hustle my way up here. I've got the decoy with me. I'm going to go up here and get in this blind, and I'm probably just going to hunt out of the blind today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I may sit there for an hour, and with no activity, I may get out and just start walking and calling. I don't know, but I don't expect the turkeys to be very vocal today with this 30-degree temperature change, the wind, everything else that's going on. So let's see what happens. Well, there's been virtually no activity. On my walk in, I saw, I couldn't tell if it was all jakes, maybe one longbeard, or kind of in between, maybe a 5-6 inch bearded bird. Looked like 5 or 6 of them. They were out in the edge of the field along the tree line over on my uncle's place. I figured I would go ahead and get in here and get set up, and they were coming this way. I thought maybe I could get set up and call them in or ambush them, but nothing happened. So the wind is picking up, the rain's starting to come down again. Temperature's dropping even more now that the rain is here. I can't decide if I want to go walk around the edge of the fields and try to catch them in the fields, or if I want to stay here a little bit longer and try to see if my calling will eventually pull one in. I don't know. The other problem is if the rain is going to continue, which it shows that it's going to, I can't get all this camera gear out in the rain. I don't have stuff for it to be set up for long periods of time in the rain, so I gotta figure out how I want to handle that too, so we'll see. Well, I've worked my way up through two more, up to the second field up here. The first one was an old food plot. Nothing in there. A lot of scratching along the edges though. And then made my way up here to this other larger field that's in the middle of the woods. And there's scratching all along the edges here too, but no birds out in the field. So I may just make my way up. There's one more small field right up here, just out of sight. I think I may sneak up there, see if I can catch anything. And then if not, I'm going to turn around and make my way back down, back past the blind, and go back down to the large pasture field and hay fields down there and just see if there's anything in there. Otherwise, I'm going to call it quits here soon. It's wind's starting to pick up and the rain is starting to move into the area, so we'll see. Birds are down there. They all appear to be jakes. I don't see a long beard on any of them. Okay, well, I found those birds. I rounded the top of the hill up here behind me, and they were down here in one of the gardens that we had tilled 2 days ago. And they went into the woods, and I snuck down through the field back over here while they were in the woods over here behind me. And I got down here and set up down here on the base of this walnut tree. There's a few walnut trees right here, and they popped out of the woods right over there about 30 yards in front of me. Every one of them were jakes with little 2, 3, 4 inch beards. I had the gun up and ready, but they walked by. They walked through one at a time, and I just watched them, and all I could do was just shake my head and watch them go on by. So, oh well. Like I've said before, good to have that young year class of birds here. Another one up there. Can't tell. It's good to have that young year class because it's, if my son gets a chance to shoot one, I'll let him shoot one by all means. But then that just sets us up for next year. For hopefully a good year next year. So, oh well, it's starting to rain harder. I'm going to make my way back out of here slowly. If I stumble into something good, if not, then oh well. Have a good day.